Hey, good buddies, what's up, and welcome into the Good Buddies Anime Review. I'm your good buddy, Roger.
And I am your good buddy, Brandon. Don't strain yourself, man.
Oh, man, maybe I will strain myself.
Oh, no.
I might have to strain myself trying to remember if we know how to do one of these reviews or not.
Good Lord. It has been a while. Yeah. Well, let's just go ahead and talk about it, man. We are back with another review.
Yeah, finally.
It's your boys, the Good Buddies. And we want to tell you, our good buddies, about the second season. Boy, this one came out a while ago, too. This is not timely at all.
Nope.
But we did like this first season, and Roger finally watched the second one.
I finally finished it, so I was like, we need to go over it and talk about it, because I think we had said before that when the second season came out that we would eventually do a review on it. So
yeah,
just want to follow up on it.
So we are back again with Kaguya-Sama Love is War Season 2.
Yup.
Man, I love that first season.
Yep, I love that first season. I like the second season too.
It's
pretty
quite good.
Cute. Yeah,
it's quite good.
It's pretty cute.
Well, Roger, before we get too deep into it, let's tell them what we're gonna do, because it has been a while.
Yeah.
Your boys are gonna do a little review. We're gonna talk about this here show. We're gonna give you a review of recommendation. Do we, your good buddies, think you, our good buddies, should check out this here show? And Roger, the way we do that is we have a number of categories, 5 different categories, in fact, which we are going to talk about. And that first category, Roger, is
the story and setting.
The second one, Roger,
the characters development.
Number 3, please.
The art and animation.
Number 4,
the soundtrack.
And finally, that Good Buddies Wriggle Room, that 5th category, that je ne sais quoi. Roger, what does that mean?
I do not know what.
I don't know what. Dude, it's been so long since we did a review. We didn't explain what the ratings are.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know that we missed it, and I just didn't say anything because you were on a roll, dude.
Son of a bitch.
And I wasn't gonna call it out.
You let me fail.
I'm sorry,
Roger,
dude.
if this show was straight up doo-doo garbage, what would you call that?
I would call it an anime, maybe not.
What if it was like not the best, but not the worst?
I would call it an anime.
What if it was like average? It was fine.
Hey, that's an anime, maybe.
What if it was actually pretty good though?
My guy, it's Animals, definitely.
And if it was so good, Roger, if it was the best around,
ooh, it would be animazing.
It would be animazing. But that's how we do it. We got 5 categories. Each of those we're going to talk about and give it a star rating, possible 2 stars in each category for a possible total of 10 stars. That is how math works. And so, without further ado, let's just jump on in. Story and setting. Look, let me tell you about story and setting. You watched that first season? It's like that.
Yeah, if you're here and you haven't watched the first season, well,
you should check it out. It's very good.
Yeah, you should check it out.
It's got one of the bangingest intro songs ever. This one's pretty good too.
It's not as good as the first one, though.
I like the first one better, yeah. But this is the story of Kaguya, the titular Kaguya-Sama. And she is the vice president of this fancy-ass school. The name of the school escapes me right now. That's fine. Whereas the president is Mr. Shirogane. The dogs are barking outside.
Yeah, dogs already. It wouldn't be a review without them.
Yeah. And they absolutely are gaga for each other. They really like each other a lot. But
Shuchin Academy is the name of the
Shuchin.
school.
They refuse to acknowledge that. They refuse to be the one who confesses to the other, because that would be a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
These are 2 very big egos. Despite that, with Kaguya, it makes sense that she's got such a big ego, because she comes from this giant family who, like, her whole life is more or less planned out. It's like, you're gonna go to the best school, you're gonna get the best grades, you're gonna be the best of this and that, and you're gonna end up ruling the world, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas Mr. Shirogane comes from a very humble, not very wealthy family, but he is incredibly smart. And so, the 2 of them with their big fat egos are trying to get the other one to fall for them and finally confess their love. That's the premise of this show. Then we also got Chika, who's a goofy, the secretary, I believe. We got Ishigami, who is the treasurer, I believe. And there's a few other characters who were introduced.
Yeah, we get a new faculty member this season.
She's great.
But
dare I say she's perfect and has never done anything wrong.
I do like her a lot.
She's really fun. Miko, I believe, right?
Yeah, Miko Ino.
Yeah, she's rad. But setting-wise, takes place mostly at Tsuchin Academy. Does have a few scenes like at Kaguya's house where she's talking to her maid who is also at the school so she can watch out for her.
Yeah, there's a cafe at one point.
It's a cafe. They go through the town, like, shopping and stuff.
Yeah, but for the most part, most of it is in or around the school.
Indeed. And it's just a very cute, very fun, like, romantic comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a good freaking show. Is there really anything all that... The biggest, like, story beats this season, like, the first season and the second season, they both mostly involve them trying to get each other to fall for them. But there are little story arcs that happen. This one, a big thing, is we see the end of this group's tenure as the student council.
Yeah,
and there's
the
an election.
semester is coming to close. So.
And then there's eventually a election for the new student council and blah blah blah. So those are the big beats. This one, yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about.
There is a bit going in with where there are like 3 different episodes where they splice in like Ishigami tries to open his eyes. Or something like
yes,
that.
yes.
That's where you get a bunch of Yu's backstory.
Yeah, you get his whole backstory.
And it's kind of messed up.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
You know, that's a character who, like, in the first season, and really a little bit in this one, he's got these, let's say, tendencies,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ishigami does, that seem like he is fairly distrustful of women sometimes. He has opinions about women at times. You could say he's incel light, I would say.
Sure.
But you do get, with his backstory, and look, I'm not saying like this makes it cool for anyone to act a certain way, but you see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Having been straight up just destroyed emotionally and like reputationally, by a horrifying and really fucked up situation.
Yep.
At his old school. So sucks to suck, my dude. But
yeah.
Hey, the whole that whole arc is, you know, him dealing with his stuff, and hey, I love that. Good for him. Make your way, my guy. But yeah, there's a few pretty rad arcs throughout this one. Well, with the election and just Ishigami in general.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff, man.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Aside from that, I think, you know, the next big beat would be to move on to the characters in development. And in which, you know, like, you know, the main cast, the two that you do get more on the love, the battlefield of love for Kaguya and Shirogane, sorry. You get more on that, but the two characters that really do get the most love are Yu and Miko Ino. God,
Miko's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a whole lot of stuff with them. Miko, who is this very straight-laced, she is a member of the, what's it called? I forget the name of it. It's like the Ethics Society or something like that.
Yes.
It's like she's all about, like, this is how, like, the way that people should act and what is and is not morally, the moral society or something.
Yeah, she wants to be...
What is and is not morally acceptable and stuff. And boy, oh boy, is she, when you first meet her, just a gigantic stick in the freaking mud.
Yep. Like everybody haircuts.
It's like It's like she found the stick in the mud and then tripped on it, and now the stick's in her ass. You gotta pull that stick out, girl.
It's like when you go to a public school and then that new vice principal comes in, and then they want everybody to tuck in their damn shirts.
Yeah, yeah.
You kiss my ass, I ain't tucking this in.
I ain't tucking this fucking. Yeah, fuck you. You son of a. Yeah. Very, very serious. And like, it's not, the thing is, her stuff is like not anywhere near that benign. She's like, nah, all the dudes are gonna have crew cuts. Everybody's gonna wear the long skirts. It's like, all right, chill.
Yeah.
Like, can you calm down a little bit? And like, I love the way that whole arc goes down, because you get to see, I mean, we don't want to spoil all that much, but you get to see like her development, how, like, who she is, why she's the way she is, and then you get to see her come on out of her egg, if you will.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. I really like that character a lot. We already talked a little bit about Ishigami.
Yeah.
And his whole thing.
The next thing, there are a bunch of, like, you know, this show is full of one-shots.
Oh, yeah.
It's, you know, usually 2 to 3 small episodes, sometimes 4 per episode.
Yes.
And, you know, many of them are one-shots. But you do get really cute moments where they switch up the duos or whatever.
Yeah.
You get some with Kaguya and Hate, or I think that is her name, the her maid or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Especially the one where her maid is with Shirogane in the cafe.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Where she's trying to show her how it's done, show Kaguya how it's done, how to woo a man.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, you get a bunch of fun stuff like that. Of course, you get more Miyuki and Chika together.
Gotta.
And god dang, both of those are really funny.
Yes.
At first you get the singing lessons.
Yes. Previously we had an episode where she like taught him how to, what was it, volleyball or something?
Yeah.
And like that was season 1. Now she's teaching him how to sing. And then like there's another one after that.
Yeah,
they're so funny.
There's one where it's a dance lesson or whatever.
Yes.
And then Kaguya steps in, and Chika, you just gotta watch it. I don't want to spoil it for you. It's so
hilarious.
Freaking good.
Yeah, the show's great.
Yeah, and then of course you and Miko Ino, they're kind of like weird relationship, or whatever, where you can kind of tell that they both do like each other, but they don't want to admit they're too busy pretending like they hate each other.
Yeah. There's also just the thing that I really love about it is like they have all these, like you said, it's kind of like a Asobi Asobase where you have these little episodes each episode.
Yeah.
But then like they have a very strong sense of continuity.
They do.
Like there's things that happen
all the way
that
up
absolutely come back.
until the very end, to the last episode, where
it all just
something
kinda
is
comes
happening randomly throughout these episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and then it leads to a pretty emotional moment towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's these little things that, like, you know, there's not. I'm not going to say there's no filler, but everything that happens, not literally everything, but a lot of what happens has like some little thing that it comes back to.
Sure.
And it just all flows very well. And it, by the end of the show, you're like, oh, it's like getting a reference, like a callback to something that doesn't really matter, but it's just really cool and cute the way they do it. I don't know. It's hard to explain for me, but it's just rad. It's just really good continuity.
So before we close out the character's development here, I want to ask you a question. Who is the best character in this show?
Oh God, I love them all. Don't make
me pick
between the babies.
Who's your favorite, dude?
Don't make me pick.
You got to
between
pick
the babies.
number one.
Okay. Here's how I'm going to answer this. If I was going to watch a show about if I was going to pick one of these characters and have them be the main character, and have every episode be about them maybe interacting with someone else, I really like Shiragani's little sister.
Okay.
She's awesome.
Now let me tell you why that's the wrong answer.
All right.
Because it's clearly their dad.
Yes. The dad is really fun.
Tell Sugar Daddy.
The dad is hilarious.
Oh my God, he is. I can't wait till they do a season 3. I hope they do a season 3. I don't see why they wouldn't. The manga is very popular. The show is very popular. God, give me more of their dad.
The dad is very funny.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah.
Miyuki's dad is so good.
Yeah. He's very funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
And they throw in like the emotional, like he's so goofy and dumb, but then they also throw in the bit where like, no big spoilers, but they show a bit during one episode where like there's a big moment happening, like it's real serious and like someone's got to step up and be a man kind of situation.
Yeah.
And there's a flashback to like his dad being like, as long as you're the kind of guy who'll stand up for people and defend what you love with all your might, well, that's all I can really ask of you. It's like, dude, didn't I just see you calling yourself Sugar Daddy a minute ago? Can you chill? Can you calm down? It's not that serious.
Why don't you tell Sugar Daddy? That's just so good, dude.
It's very fun.
He was, whenever they introduced him, he immediately like, okay, this is my favorite character.
You're right. The dad's amazing.
Yeah.
The dad is amazing. Oh, God. And he's like a minor character, but he does steal the show.
Yeah, he does. He does. When he's there, you're like, yes, he's back.
Yeah, the dad's rad.
So, moving on from that takes us to the art and animation, sir.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you saw the first season, it's very similar to that. I didn't notice any real differences.
Yeah, nothing's ever off model. There's never a moment that I'm like, I don't remember. Sometimes, you watch a show and you can tell, like, okay, this episode, they kind of dipped out of the animation budget or whatever.
Yeah.
Not only does this one, do I not notice any time that they, like, kind of dip the budget on. It's very consistent throughout. They also, and I will not spoil it, but my God, they have a whole different show within an episode of this show that is the best episode of this show, where they go full fucking shoujo.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They had a whole new art style, changed it all up, and was like, here you go. Let me just hit you with one of these real quick. And it's the freaking best thing ever.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Bro, I about shit myself the first time I saw that. I think if we go back through the tapes, go back to like when this show was airing, and I'm pretty sure there's an episode of our show when I say, y'all, Love is War just dropped the funniest episode of anything ever. And I think that was it. Because, like, they hit the end theme with about 11 minutes left in the episode, and I'm like, what's going to happen now?
Yeah.
And it's a different show, and it's great. It's the funniest shit in the world. But it's little stuff like that. Like, they're not afraid to mix up the art style and just keep it fresh, and it's rad.
Yep.
Now, granted, that was like a one-off joke episode, but also it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, the animation it's good. It's
very smooth.
You know, it's not anything that people are like, you know what, that's the best animation I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. But
You
I mean,
ain't gonna wet the bed
it's
over
good.
this.
Yeah. It's good. It's good
It's
animation.
fire. Listen,
It's better than average.
We've seen some shows recently that maybe not that great. This one's just fine.
Yep.
Listen, at this point, for a lot of these shows, like as much as I've been watching, in particular this last year and last season, you give me one that just hits an average, we good to go.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes it ain't that.
Yeah, that's true.
But this one is even slightly above average. I like
Yeah.
it quite a bit. Yeah.
And then soundtrack.
I like it a lot.
It's pretty good.
I like it a lot.
I like the ending theme more than the opening theme, personally. But I thought the interstitial music was really, really good.
The music during the show, I rewatched a few episodes because I watched this when it was new, and I rewatched like some of my favorites during like over the past week or so. And I noticed like there's little bits with the music that really work.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll have like Chica will be explaining something or talking about something. It just plays the goofy little Chica music that like kind of chills down. And they'll just cut to someone else who's like, wait, what about blah blah blah? And it like cuts all the music. And it cuts back to her, well, blah, 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 and it like, starts doing it again. The final episode, there's a bit where she's explaining a game, and it plays this rad, like, it sounds like, I don't know, like Blue Monday or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, like the fucking, like some kind of weird electro 80s synth music. And I'm like, this is the best song I've ever heard. It's not really, but it's great. Yeah. It's just very, very cute.
The music inside the show, I think, is good.
Yeah.
The opening and endings are also good.
I do like Daddy Daddy Do, the opening, a lot. I think...
Well, they should have changed it to Sugar Daddy Daddy Do.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have, Roger. Damn, you right, homie. Yeah, the ending's very good. The opening's very good. The music during is just great. Mm-hmm. Once again, I'll go ahead and throw it in here. The voice acting is freaking top notch. I actually started watching. I was like, when I was rewatching recently, I was like, I'll watch the dub. And the dub is fine. There's nothing wrong with the dub.
The dub is mostly the cast that did Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Yeah, and the dub is fine. But those moments when a thing that happens a lot in the show, happened a lot in season 1, keeps happening here. It's kind of a hallmark of the show, is where you have these characters acting so cool and talking one way and blah blah blah, and this is blah blah blah, like they're having their conversation, and then it cuts to their inner monologue, and Kaguya is like, what the fuck, oh my god, like that kind of thing. She's freaking out on the inside. The original recording of that, like with the Japanese cast, is so good.
Yeah.
The way that these characters just jump between these extremes so quickly is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
It's very, very good.
I think they do a good job of it.
They do a good job. They do a good job in the dub. I prefer the sub.
I switch between both, and most of the time, like, this was good because when something has a dub, I can eat some food and watch it.
Yes.
I suck at eating and watching subtitles.
You gotta pay attention the whole time. You can't look down at your pizza and make sure you didn't just put your, crushed red pepper in your face. I don't know.
Yeah. So what I would do often too is I would
switch over.
I would turn the dub on and then put the subtitles under it to see, if anything was terribly off or anything like that.
Yeah.
I didn't really notice much of anything.
Yeah, it's a good translation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good. All around it's good.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, the the voice acting performances are just very, very good.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I would recommend it in the original audio, but I would not shame for watching the dub. Legend of the Galactic Heroes has a great dub, and like I said, it is mostly the cast of that in the show.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
Mostly, dude, I think it's just a really fun, cute continuation of the show.
Absolutely.
It does everything a sequel needs to do, including make me want an additional sequel, because the show it's cute, it's fun, it's funny, the humor is on point, it does have emotional highs, and it's got low points too. It's well-rounded. Altogether, it's just a really enjoyable watch, and I would highly recommend anybody check out this series.
It's a good show.
Not just the second season, but of course the first season. Just give it a watch. You're gonna find yourself cracking up. Is it funnier than something like Asobase? No, I don't think so. But it does something different than that show, where I would closely kind of relate them together. This one is smarter than that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is not to shit on Soviet Soap.
Oh no, I love that one. I really
that
think,
was a show.
I think it could be the funniest anime of all time.
Yeah, I mean, they had a whole episode where they talked about stabbing a turd with a box cutter.
Yeah.
I mean,
I almost
it's a
pissed
smarter
myself.
show.
Yeah, this is more sophisticated.
This man had to turn that one off because he was hyperventilating.
Yeah.
Anyway,
not to say that this show doesn't have some stupid toilet humor. Yeah,
shit.
It does.
It does have goofy ass shit. I'm reminded of tons
of innuendos.
Yeah, a lot of innuendos, a lot of misunderstandings that lead to someone running out of a room while the person behind them screams, "No, I like black panties." Like, it's one of those.
Yeah.
And then fucking Miko just fainting because she's like, "What did I just hear?" Like, it's great. It's just a lot of goofy fun. Yeah. As far as my opinions on the Je ne sais quoi, I love me this show. I love this season of the show. Episode 7 is the one that they go full shoujo on, and it's the fucking best.
Yeah.
It's absolutely the best thing ever. This show's just very, very good. And I really don't have anything bad to say about it. There are, like I said, there's things where, like, I might have an opinion on how this character acts in a certain situation or whatever, but overall the show's just amazing. It's a very fun show, it's very funny, and I love Kaguya-Sama Love as well.
Yep.
That's about it. You want to hit them scores, my dude?
Yeah, dude, let's hit them scores.
All right, baby boy. How you feel about the story and setting?
I gave it 1.5.
Same, 1.5. How about the characters and development?
I gave it 1.5.
I went ahead and gave it 2. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Art and animation?
I gave it, here comes the branded criticism. I gave it 1.25.
Oh, God.
1.25 stars.
This guy, you with your quarter stars. I gave it 1.5. How about the music and sound?
I gave it 1.25.
I went ahead and gave it a 2. I like it a lot.
Okay.
And the Je ne sais quoi?
Je ne sais quoi, I gave it the full 2.
I gave it 1.5.
Highly recommend this show.
Yeah. What's that put your total at, big boy?
That puts me at a 7.5. This is an Animos definitely for me, Chief.
That's an 8.5 for me, so that's a high Animos definitely, bordering on amazing.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, very, very fun, very watchable, very funny.
Dude, it's been so long since we did a review. We didn't explain what the ratings are.
I know that
my God.
I know that we missed it, and I just didn't say anything because you were on a roll, dude.
Son of a bitch.
And I wasn't gonna call it out.
I'm sorry I missed that earlier. We got it in now.
Yeah.
Point is, this is and most definitely from the both of us. Check out Kaguya-Sama Love is War. If you haven't watched season 1, watch season 1. Check out season 2. If only to get to episode 7, because it's the best episode.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm not gonna say it's the best episode of any anime I watched last year, but it's fucking up there. It's definitely top 3. If I had to pick a single episode of something, it's top 3. Easy. What a show.
Yeah.
All right. I think that about does it for the review portion of the show. So we're going to go ahead and bust on into the ramble.
Do you want to tell them what we're going to be talking about next time?
Next time, you boys are going to have them a little movie night.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are going to be watching and reviewing. Please tell me the name of the movie because we had this conversation earlier.
My Hero Academia.
Uh-huh.
Heroes Rising.
It is Heroes Rising. Because we had a whole thing. We were like, wait, is it 2 Heroes or Heroes Rising?
We're like, two Heroes sounds... That was the one we watched in the theaters. No, it's...
Yeah.
RIP and Peace Theaters, you know?
I know, but also, like, you literally Googled it to make sure, and you were like, My Hero Academia Movie 2.
Yeah,
okay,
number
it's
2.
Heroes. It's like, no, because that one has 2 in the title.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna watch and review My Hero Academia Heroes Rising because your boy got it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, and we haven't seen it yet, so.
Yeah, your boy bought that one on Blu-ray purely out of spite. Maybe I'll talk about that in the ramp. But yes, we're gonna watch and review this rad movie. Presumably rad. I mean, the first one was rad, so why wouldn't it be rad? Point is, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna talk about it. Check it out next time. We don't know if that'll be next week or the week after, but it's coming, and we will see y'all then. In the meantime, if you're checking us out on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Leave us a comment if you want to tell us what you thought about Kaguya-Sama Love is War Season 2 or any of that show or any other shows. We're going to talk about what we've been watching in the Ramble. We'll get on into that. If you're on YouTube, you will get that in a separate video. If you're listening to the podcast, hey, you're about to get it right now. Full links in our description on the YouTube, and we will have the full plugs at the end of the Ramble.
Smash that like button. Leave us a subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
Click that bell so we can send you some notifications.
Yep.
You know, we love letting you know when we got stuff going on. And check out the Let's Play, because check out the 2 Dudes 1 Couch on Rapid Kick Media as well, because these dudes, that fucking what is it? 5 dates?
5 dates.
My God, y'all are dumb as hell.
Yep.
They're playing these dumbass games, and I love them. It's very fun.
Those damn dating sims, man.
They're a lot of fun.
It's our niche, dude. It's what people come to watch. We try to play something else. We're like, hey,
Lord.
I got one of those new Xboxes that not a lot of other people have. We're about to be able to play one of those new series exclusives on the channels. Not a damn soul cares. Where the fuck is the dating sim?
You know what? Hey, they know what
I
they're
want to
here
hear
for.
some doo-doo and pee-pee jokes.
God, you're the worst.
I want to see you talk to these girls and win
and
big.
embarrass yourself.
I do less embarrassing myself than Corey does.
Yeah, okay. Point is, we will see y'all next time. For now, we're going to bust on into the Ramble. Thank you so much for checking us out, and love ya.
Love ya.